Rehearsals are not going well for The Impotence of Being Earnest the musical. Yes, you heard me correctly. Impotence. Barry, he is responsible for the design of the poster. Only his dyslexia got the better of him on this one. Instead of the importance, he headlined the poster with impotence. He didn't have anyone check it. He took it upon himself to run off 300 posters, 10,000 leaflets. It's even on the side of a bus. The double two, Sarah's bush into Hark. We can't change it. The budget is already overspent. Pyrotechnics don't come cheap, nor do orchestras. Class Yori Neville Toby Smith, OBE, is ever the professional, unshaken by it.
We shall lean into this as the professional amateurs you are. The Impotence of Being Earnest the musical will be a resounding success, regardless of this minor mishap.
That may be a minor mishap in his eyes, but as for the show itself, well, we've barely moved past the opening number. The final countdown. It's an instrumental version, akin to the one performed by the London Symphony Orchestra. No singing as such, although the cast are dressed as choir members. They move together to form a collective at the front centre stage, belting out a series of R's, strong, purposeful. At least that's how it's meant to be. Class Yori Neville Toby Smith, OBE, might have the patience of a saint when it comes to Barry Beaverbush's blunders, but the same cannot be said for the cast. I've never seen a man so quickly altered.
I said walk independently, with purpose, and form a strong collective choir at the front centre stage. Not aimlessly meander like you're on the fruit and veg aisle in Morrisons, wondering whether to buy or not, or will you just end up wasting it, but knowing it looks better to others in your trolley to balance out all the crap you buy, yet feeling mildly disgusted by the quality and price of it. When did potatoes get so expensive, you think to yourself? Then you move towards the checkout and form an orderly fucking clump off centre stage. If I said I wanted you to meander into a clump off centre fucking stage, I'd have asked for it. Or do I need to ask for it? Will that get you doing what I actually fucking want?
It gets quite awkward when he goes off like a rocket. Well, I don't feel awkward as I'm not in that bit. But it can make him a little less approachable. You know. They haven't even got to the part where they strip to their neon undergarments and begin assembling the set with erotic movements whilst the guitarist ascends from the floor in a cloud of dry smoke and performs a guitar solo. Hours they've spent on it. Not even 2 minutes in. I've spent my time with the principals. Oh, yes. I spoke to Klaus Yori Neville Toby Smith, OBE, after the casting. I still don't have the role of Lady Bracknell. That's with Chip Shop Sue, for now. But he has made me her official understudy. That means if anything happens to her, like if she dies or gets a stomach bug, then I get to be Lady Bracknell after all. Apparently it's highly unlikely, but I shall take the role seriously, as you never know. One can hope. In rehearsals, he said that rather than me take part in anything to do with singing or dancing, I can be most effective supporting the principal characters by reading the stage directions aloud. I'm integral. They literally cannot do a thing without me. Algernon cannot put the cucumber sandwiches on the table until I've commanded it. They find it very useful. Becoming dependent, even. Chip Shop Sue is struggling, though. She cannot get the received pronunciation right. The lines are just not going in her head, or coming out correctly. I think she was only chosen for the size of her pickled onions. Klaus Yori Neville Toby Smith OBE is a big fan of them. She brings them to rehearsals, great big jar of them. So I think it's devouring her pickled onions that won her the role. How could I compete with that, I ask you? If she doesn't get her act together, she'll be out, though. He doesn't settle for less. And there I'll be, literally waiting in the wings, dressed and ready to go in her place. I have a feeling this'll all work out as it should. Just you see. I said I'll be Lady Bracknell. I will be. Just you see. Besides, she stinks of fat. No one wants that. The audience are paying to see a sophisticated reboot of a classic. The last thing they want is wafts of fish every time Sue enters the stage. She's totally out of place. Usually has haddock hanging from her hair, though. Oh, I'm such a wit. Oh, you better believe it. Here I go again. Oh, on the topic of going again. Gormless Gale. You won't guess, nor believe. She's only gone and got herself pregnant again. Again! Can you believe? No, of course you can't. This is her 10th pregnancy now. Oh, wait. No, actually, might be 9th, as she has twins. Oh, I don't know, but she's pregnant again. Or up the muff, as the young uns say nowadays. I inquired as to her living situation, how it all works. I mean, she gives the distinct impression that she's as thick as 2 short planks, so one is naturally intrigued as to how she manages to keep them all alive. She said, "Once you have more than 3, it's no harder, really. The first 3 kiddies are the hardest. If anything, it gets easier after that." She said they have a 3-bedroom house. They've converted the back bedroom into a bedroom too. So the 9 of them are split between 3 rooms, then her and her husband have the back room. She said the new baby will go under the stairs. They'll convert it into a nursery. Or the earring cupboard. They're at odds with each other over practicalities on that one. Do you have any names in mind, or have you used them all up by now? I asked. Well, we've got our April, who were born in April, our May, because she were born in May, June, born in June, Patrick was born on St. Patrick's Day, David were born on St. David's Day, our George was born on St. George's Day, then we have the twins who were born on Christmas Day, Mary and Beth, Lee Hem, and our youngest, Guy, was born on the 5th of November. So we've always tried to give them a name relevant to when they were born. Oh, I said, and when is this one expected? Pancake Day. Obviously we wouldn't call it that, though. I'm glad to hear it, I said. What do you have in mind? Well, you see, my childhood dog died on Pancake Day, when I was 9 years old. I remember because I was very upset and my dad made me pancakes to cheer me up. I can't help but think of her every time I see a Sif lemon juice bottle. That were what got stuck in her throat and sent her off to that big farm in the sky. She were a Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu cross poodle. Lovely curly fur. So we'll name baby after her. Touching, I said. What was her name?
Curly Wurly. So unisex, really.
I didn't know where to put my face. Horrified and on the verge of cracking up. Anyway, now she's playing vessel to another baby Windswept. She's unable to do the worm as planned. Oh, Windswept is the family name. Curly Wurly Windswept. I couldn't make it up. I must admit, she's growing on me. She does dote over those kiddies, a devoted mother. Even if she does look like she's constantly looking like she forgot why she'd walked in the room. Oh. I tell you who isn't growing on me, though. Blinky Plonky Pat at the piano. She hasn't got a clue what she's doing. And the state of those piano keys. You wouldn't want to touch them after she'd been at them. Covered in sugar, cream and jam. Always some cake or other on the go. Vanilla slice, iced bun, cream horn, egg custard, elephant's foot. She's a chain cream cake eater. An addict. Who needs crack when you've got cream cakes, She's trying to synthesize everyone's voices together, but she doesn't know what she's doing. 1 minute it's sing this note, the next it's that note. She can't remember. She's tied in knots. I think she's on a sugar rush half the time. It's a good thing that she isn't playing on the night, but God help us getting ready for it. How will we manage with her at the helm, cracking the whipped cream? The impotence of being earnest, though. Really? How can I tell people that I'm in that? I was going to invite my good friend Deborah Meaden off the telly. It just won't be taken seriously now. And no doubt Sharon will have a field day with this one. I have no doubt she'll be there. The desperate social climber that she is. She'd go to the opening of a cat flap. Curly Wurly.